Once upon a time, a man named Thomas Myers decided to take a cadaver, and instead of cutting down into the cadaver, he cut sideways across the layers of the cadaver, and he found all these interesting fascia trains, he calls them, in the body. So here are the illustrations of those fascia trains. This is the superficial back line. So is it a tight neck, or is it a tight base of your spine, or is the bottom of your foot the problem? Because there is this gigantic fascia train all the way up the back of the leg. So that's the superficial back line. Then we have the superficial front line. Is the front of your neck tight? Could it be the pubic bone? Is it your quads? There is a whole bunch of possibilities here. Okay, so now we're going to look at the lateral line. So this runs down the outside of the body. There's the lateral line. And then we have the spiral line. This one I think is super duper interesting because it crosses over the body from one side to the other. So that's the spiral line. We have the arm lines. So the deep front arm line and the superficial front arm line. So this layer of fascia would be underneath this layer of fascia. And there's the back view. Again, the deep side and the superficial side. We've got the functional lines, so hanging on to the back, all the way down into the glute, into that outside hamstring, or in the pec, all the way again down to that pubic bone, into the inside of that thigh. And then you have this is the deep front line. This is the super deep fascia. So remember that fascia has 16 times the tensile strength of muscles, but no neurological connection. And so people don't walk around and go, dude, my fascia is so tight. But there's a lot of potential that the fascia could be causing a restriction. So that is one strategy to get after those muscles and get them to work and see if we can get the fascia to come along with it. So that is a little bit more about fascia.